Sorry about that, people. Hi everyone, it's Cheryl, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be introducing a new series I'm going to start here on YouTube, and it's going to be all about fabric covered journals. I see some of you out there do them and they look very nice, and it's something we don't see a lot of though, using fabric to cover journals, and I'm not sure why that is. I've heard people say, oh, I can't sew. That's one of the things I've heard. Other things, I don't know, it's just maybe fabric intimidates some people if they're not used to working with it. Now, I love to sew, and I have been doing so since I was about 5 years old. My mother gave me a needle and thread, and because I wanted Barbie clothes, and she's like, here, make your own. You can make your own as well as the ones we buy. So I did, and I mean, I loved it. I loved sewing immediately. My mother sewed. She made a lot of clothes for me and for herself, and she was an excellent seamstress. So over the years, I have done a lot of sewing also, and it's something I haven't done a lot lately. In fact, I want to get back to it really bad. But it is what it is right now, and I just haven't had time. I do have time, and that's why I'm starting this new series. Because this is the only day I worked this week. I was off Easter, and I didn't work Monday because I would have worked the weekend, but it wasn't my holiday to work. So they were telling me I had too much leave time, so I decided that I would take Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week off, and if I had been thinking, I would have also taken today, but I didn't, so today is my only day of work. So I'm excited. I don't have to work next weekend, or this coming weekend. So I've got like 5 days, and if you throw Sunday and Monday in there, it's pretty much 7 days, a whole week of not working, with just today being the exception. I've got a lot of stuff I want to get done here at home because I've neglected it. One of them's cleaning up this mess in here and trying to organize. I want to paint some walls now that our weather's finally getting nicer. Probably get a snowstorm in 2 days, it seems to be how it goes, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, this new series I'm starting is on covering journals in fabric. And I got the idea last night because I had made this journal, and the focus of this is not on the journal. This is just junk mail, envelopes, stuff you get in the mail. And I thought, well, that'd be fun to cover it with fabric. And I happen to remember I had this cool piece of retro fabric up there. So I went up and got it, and I chopped it out and put it on my journal, and I was really pleased. My corners came out just like I wanted them to because I wanted rounded corners on this journal, and you can't see my corners, but I don't like the lumps and bumps you get with trying to round a corner. Well, there are sewing tricks that can be used for doing this, and it works with paper also. So if you want to make a nicely rounded corner, and I think you can see that if I hold this up, these are these are nicely rounded. If you look on the inside of it, you don't see the lumps and bumps that you get from turning fabric over. Because even a thin fabric like this, that's just a cotton poly blend, even a thin fabric adds extra bulk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take care of that so you don't have that problem. I'm going to be working on rounded corners. I'm going to be working when it goes inward instead of outward. And I'm also going to show you a neat way to cover books so you don't get all that bulk up in the corner. We'll be discussing fabrics, simple tools you need. There's no sewing involved in this, so please don't watch it just because you are like, well, I don't sew. Well, that's okay, because you don't need to. And this is probably going to be geared more toward those who don't sew, because I'm sure those who sew, know these techniques already. But those of you who don't, this is more for you. If those of you who so want to follow along, watch the videos, you're welcome to too. I mean, everyone is welcome. It's for everybody, of course. And I'm rambling. I'm just rambling. This second take on this video because I was rambling on the first one, and here I go again. Probably because I'm nervous, because starting a series always makes me nervous, even though it's something that I am pretty knowledgeable about and I feel very comfortable with. I still get nervous. I've done, I don't know how many YouTube videos. I know it hasn't been a lot because of incidences that have happened in my life, but I want to make a ton. That's my thing. So yeah, this is going to be geared mostly toward those who don't know how to sew. I loved home ec in school. It's too bad they don't teach it like they used to, because it was something I did love, and I loved the sewing part. I loved it more than the cooking part, although I do like to cook now. I didn't at the time. When I was back in the 80s, I actually did the reproductions of the antique porcelain dolls, and I acquired quite a bit of sewing knowledge in doing so, because I had to learn how to create clothing of the 1800s, which I guarantee you is way different than clothing of the 1900s and the 2000s, because you had gussets and you had bustles and all kinds of stuff that, you know, we don't have nowadays. I mean, every once in a while I see in the prom dresses they'll throw a bustle in the back, but yeah, it really opened my eyes to sewing, and really, I'm sorry, I'm playing with a pencil now. It really, really honed my sewing skills in. I am by no means professional sewer. I would consider myself maybe above average, because I'm just that way. So anyway, gotta stop rambling. People, tell me to shut up. Sorry. Anyway, this is going to be my new series, is covering journals with fabric. I hope that you will all join me in this little adventure, and I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to stop rambling. Bye for now.